Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome back. So I'm gonna be playing Ghost of Tsushima for today. I've been playing Ghost of Vyote, which I've been missing this game, to be honest. Like I said, I had some problems with the other games. Either certain fights were buggy, or there's just not enough enemies to fight. Like, they don't spawn as often unless you go back to the areas that they set up ambushes and whatever on the roads. I don't have the upgraded version, but PS4's version still good. All the PS5 version, all it does is up the graphics. But in my opinion, it still looks pretty good, even without like better graphics from PS5. So it's been a bit since I returned to this game. I've been mainly playing on what's it called? Legends mode. That's the one I've been usually playing. And this is what my build is. And this is the exact charm that I was talking about, doubling the effect of minor charms. Okay, so I was wrong about the percentages part. When I said, oh, maybe it doubles the percentages. No, that's a different charm. It's called a charm of fortune. But yeah, this build that I have is a poison stealth archer build. So this one, it works about, I want to say 80 to 90% of the time. But it works really dang well, and this is my own original build. I've actually made a video of why I made this build or how I made it. But yeah. In fact, if we go over towards here, let's go replay. Yeah, this is the exact feature that I love, replay. So you can replay the fortresses, strongholds, boss battles. And right there, he's already poisoned. You can see him throwing up. Keep in mind I did say this works at about 80 to 90% of the time, so it isn't always going to happen. So that's why it's best to aim for the head. And then this guy gets scared, which most of the enemies get scared out of that. And the enemies cannot go against me. It's either they're going to be instantly killed by my arrows or by my sword. Oh, what? That missed by an inch just then. Even the leader gets almost instantly killed. To be fair, I am a little rusty, so I haven't played for a bit. and then the dog runs. So this is basically like a fearful assassin archer. Poisonous assassin archer. In fact, if I just show up in front of this guy. Do that. Not looking. He's still there hiding. And the fighting feels a lot more fluid in this game. Ow. Ah. There we go. Try to get that Again, like I said, I haven't played this for a bit, so I'm not as I'm used to. Let's get to my other gear, which is the Sakai clan armor. This one helps with melee damage and colossal increase to health. Increase standoff streak, terrify and terrify enemies and stuff like that. Although the standoff streak is not the best part. The best part is the fact that this almost instantly kills any and all enemies. Reduces enemy detection speed by 15%, but the increase resolve gains by a massive amount. That's the part that helps me. Then, while at 50% health or less, healing recovers about 30% of the health. It's about 60% of health now, since they double the effect of minor charms. Reduce all damage by a major amount. Increase health and melee damage by a massive amount. Parries and perfect parries, perfect dodges are easier to perform. Got this fully upgraded. Got everything fully upgraded in this guy. Then we go back down. I'm gonna do a standoff this time. And just like that, I almost killed basically half the army here. Hello there. 2 hits. Whoa, that was weird. Ah, I gotta learn to perfect parry. There we go. Alright, you gotta go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Nope. Gotta keep doing it until I get it. There we go. I'm still delayed because of Ghost of Yote. There we go. Normally these enemies would be almost instantly killing me if they just stab me. This armor makes it where that won't happen. There we go. Starting to get in the rhythm. Alright, you're done. Like I said, this is ridiculous. Max damage with the sword. And look how many upgrades this is. This is at 8. Then we got what increases melee damage by a massive amount and health. Reduces all damage by a major amount. Healing. So I'm almost like an this armor is actually based on Kratos. So this is basically just like the God of War armor. Again, massive increase to melee damage, colossal increase to health. Normally it would be major increase to health. But with the new game plus, it's colossal. Then if we go change up our armor to, I think ghost armor, yeah. This one is my favorite mode to terrify the enemies. So if I go back to there, replay. Let's get the archers first. Oh, what? That hit his helmet? There we go. There we go. Get all of the enemy's attention. Even the one that's back here. Run around this place. Get this guy to wake up. Go back over here. Okay, the dogs need to go. It isn't great on the damage, but you'll see when it kicks in. Alright. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, maybe not. If they don't kill me. Yeah, the dogs need to go because they're interrupting. Get their attention again. There you go. I'm sorry, who are you? Are you Mr. Incredible or something? Move it. Trying to kill the archer. Alright, let's go find the rest of the enemies if they haven't chased me yet. Get this guy's attention. Run back. Son of a gun! I thought it killed all the archers. This is... Okay. I'm trying to showcase this armor and I'm having difficulty because of these dumb archers that are chasing me. Alright, once again, get this eye up. Up here. Get everyone's attention. Archer needs to go. Go this way. Freaking dogs. Alright, talken, get up. There we go. Alright, that's all the enemies. Gather them around over here. Alright. Wait for them. Alright, now. And most of them ran. That's why I love this game. Because one of my charms is Way of the Flame. Double effect charm, burning an enemy has a 15% chance to terrify nearby enemies, which I think it makes it up to like about 30% with the double. Greatly increases the length of time for my Wave of Flame. Status effects last 50% longer and more damage, which is affected by the double the effect minor charm, or a major charm actually. And effects with a percentage chance to occur are 50% more likely to occur. So yeah, flames all the way, and it scares basically almost every other enemy who isn't hit by the flames and runs. It is insane. These are the main three armors I use though. The Ghost armor, Sakai armor, and Tadayori's. They're just basically like the three major armors I ever use. There's also Gozaku's. This one's best for stagger, which I have everything for stagger damage, but I feel like this armor is more suited against 1v1 battles most of the time. So either bosses or at least, you know, a couple of enemies at the most. If there's too many, I might not be able to get them in time. Despite me having a lot of health, they're gonna do a lot of damage to me since I'm on lethal. And which I can actually show you what it looks like. It basically staggers the enemy in one shot. That's basically what it does. Even in boss battles, this armor can go up against them so easily. Get the archers out of the way. Two shots. Go over here. You need to go. One shot. Instantly done for. Instantly done for. Done. Done. Like I said, it's more along the line of a 1v1 fight, and that would be best than it is with multiple enemies. And then if we end this, if you want to see a boss fight, let's go back out of this. Alright. By the way, spoilers. If you play this game and you don't want to be spoiled towards certain of the endings, for like the boss battles and stuff, don't watch this. Just play your game until you get to this point. Anyways, where is Lord Shimura? There. Skip it.
Let me go in peace.
Alright. Instantly staggered him, and he's staggered for a long time.
We never hear.
Killing me will only make them worse.
Let me go in peace.
Staggered. Can't move.
Revenge. Failure.
This is not my revenge. It is my punishment. Why did you turn away?
But even in this, it's still pretty difficult. If you want to see the difference between the stagger damage, let's go for the next best thing, which is health-based damage.
I don't want to hurt you.
Ow. See, I have to hit him multiple times with this one. With the Gozaku's armor, it's like 3 hits and he's instantly staggered.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
Let me go in peace.
There we go. Ow. Son of a gun. So used to, go to Yote. Need to stop that.
Revenge. For my failure.
This is not my revenge. It is mine.
Dang it.
Sorry. Let me go in peace. The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
I can't kill the Shogun.
You want revenge. For my failure.
This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
And there we go. And that was a bit easier than the stagger damage. And the reason why it's easier is because stagger damage, yeah, it's all great to break the enemy's guard for a really long time to get all the hits in. But the main issue is that it doesn't kill them fast enough. If you're a really good player to where you almost never get hit, then yes, Gozoku's armor would be best. But even for me right now, at least, I can't really do that because I haven't played this game in a while. And again, I do have it on lethal mode. So it seems easy, but when you play the base game without much of any health or damage on lethal, it is ridiculously hard. If you want a perfect example of that, this will be it. This armor has no benefits to fighting much. This one, I think I tried to. Okay, yeah. So I did with this one was basically made it where it was an infinite ammo with the arrows, or tried to make it. I don't remember. But anyways, let's go back to the fight. Replay. So this armor has no benefits to fighting whatsoever.
Can't fear the Shogun.
And this is gonna be on lethal mode. Instantly I'm down. Oh, I don't know why I turned that way.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse. I don't want to hurt you.
Basically, it one-shots me.
Let me go in peace.
Ah! Delayed. The delay in this attack got me again.
I don't want to hurt you.
The wounds you dealt to my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
I can't fear the Shogun.
Ah! Yeah, gosh. You can see why I could struggle with this. Just instant death without any help from both the armor or even the charms. So yes, in lethal mode, charms are basically everything. Unless you want to do Dark Souls kind of battle. You can do that. You can literally play this like it's Dark Souls and fight against the boss without any benefits, just your skills. In which case I could do, but in this case I want to relax. I don't want to be constantly dying over and over and over again just doing that. This one, Actually, this one I have used in my boss battle. This one's a little bit more difficult to use though. So this one is basically my undying samurai clan armor. So what I mean by that is the colossal increase to health reduces all damage by a major amount. Taking damage grants 45% resolve. That resolve goes into play for this. Iron will 50% of your maximum health and double effect reduces and increases resolve gains by a massive amount. Increases health and melee by a massive amount. Slowly recover up to 2 resolve while in combat, which is very important. While at 50% health or less, recover an additional 30% health. So everything is about health as resolve gain.
I don't want to hurt you.
The wounds tempt my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
I can't fear the Shogun.
You see what I mean now?
You want revenge?
And yes, it takes
For my failure.
a bit of effort to
It is my punishment.
not do that, but yes. And now I cannot die, otherwise that will happen. And look at my resolve, it gains so quickly. But if I mess up just like that and miss my timing, I won't be able to heal.
Let me go in peace.
Alright, let's try it seriously now. Ah, son of a gun.
The wounds you dealt my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
Let me go in peace.
You want revenge for my failure.
This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
And I'm still, by the way, I'm still gaining resolve even after.
Goodbye.
Dang. Dang it. I thought I could revive afterwards, but nah. Doesn't give you a
I
chance.
don't want to hurt you.
Ow. Ow, what?
The wounds you dealt
I
my
thought I
spirit
perfect parried that
will
one.
never heal.
Or
Killing me will only
dodge.
make them worse.
What am I saying?
I don't want to hurt you.
Okay, I think I need to change the 50% health. Because it doesn't seem like that helps. Let's see. Killing enemies, no. I'm in a doing boss battle, so I can't use that. Perfect pairs. I could do that, but that would just ruin my build. So that's not going to be it. That's no. Struck by plow. Let's see. I might do increased damage if there is better ones. Increases shoulder charge, jump attacks can stagger enemies. Reduces all damage by a minor amount, moderate, major. I could do that. I'm not sure. Charm of Unyielding moderately reduces damage taken by 50% health or less. That's not good. Breaking enemy's defense. No. 5. Nope. Wind Ghost. Nope. Hallucinations. Burning an enemy. That one, no. I already heal up to 100% already, so this would be useless actually. Receive an additional, nope. Nope. I might have to do resolve. Do I already have Charm of Fortune? I mean, no, that wouldn't help in this situation either, so that would be useless. Let's go up. Let's see. Second enemy said nope. Nope. Deal damage. Nope. Nope. Quick fire. Gain 2 resolve after successfully performing a safe landing. Nope. If you sneak up on Mongol, no. All combat, no. Nope. Abilities to resolve. Abilities that use resolve have 15% chance to refund 1 resolve. That actually might be useful. If it didn't use this. Okay, I think I see the problem now. So let's see. Resolve is right. That's resistance. Keepsake. Wait, did I go past it? I think I did. Vitality. Unyielding. Broken. Fortitude. Oh, I did go past it. Yeah, that would be a problem because if I replace that, this would be less effective. Okay, I see why I made it like this now. Increase health and melee damage by a massive amount, which is really good in the boss battle. Okay, increases by a massive amount. 5% increase to resolve gains.
I can't fear the Shogun.
I don't really know. I guess I did make this perfect. As much as I could.
The wounds tempt my spirit. We never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse. I don't want to hurt you.
Goodness. Ah, what? I'm not pressing triangle.
I
Okay,
don't
let's
want to
try
hurt
that
you.
again.
The wounds you dealt my spirit will never heal.
Killing me will only make them worse.
I can't fear the Shogun.
You want revenge. Failure.
This is not my revenge. It is my punishment.
There we go. Go to this place, replay. Oh, miss. There we go.
Fairview, Polaritza. Ready? Zataki. Kingsway. We are Kuzben.
Get all the enemies' attention.
Polaritza.
There we go. Looked away from them. Got these guys' attention. Alright, that should be all the enemies. Panicking. Ah, come on, there we go. Dang. There we go. I'm not even trying to block. Would have been so great if I got that last one. There we go. Oh, he doesn't die. That was lame. See, you don't even, there's no need for, that one charm to help with perfect parries. Where is it? I think it's one of these. Yeah. No, that's not it. This one. I didn't even need this, and yet I was perfect dodging all around just by timing. In Ghost of Yote, that is a bit of a problem. The reason why Ghost of Yote's fighting feels rather weird or maybe difficult, it's like I said before, there's different weapons, not different styles. And the difference between that is the fact that each and every one is different. Each weapon has its own attack speed, for example. This one has almost the exact same attack speed. Except for the spear and water stance when you do that for the heavy attacks. But other than that, it is fluid and fast for most of these stances. Ghost of Yote, if you switch from a sword, the sword is not as fast as this. It really isn't. And if you compare it to, for example, like a sickle, I forgot what it was actually called, but it was a sickle and a ball and chain. But that attack moved so slow if you've done a heavy attack. It's basically like this. That's how slow it attacks. But in this game, you can just do this with different moves. And like I said before, I wish they made it where you can choose the weapon. Or if they do give you these weapons, how about make it where which style you want to have it on. Like, for example, the dual katanas. I love dual katanas. They're fast and they're agile. The problem is that it's so weak against other enemies that it's basically futile. In which I can see why, but like, then again, I would like to use the dual katanas with different stances with it. Or maybe the sickle and ball and chain. That would it be like have different styles other than just, the regular style where it only hits the shield users. Because I actually do like the sickle as well. That one was cool, where you could assassinate enemies from the distance and stuff. And it does tons of damage. But my goodness, is it hard. And with different attack speeds comes with mentally preparing for it. Because with each attack speed from each different weapon on Ghost of Yotei, it's very difficult to get the timing, especially when you switch weapons every so often to where you can't get used to one single weapon. I mean, maybe in time, you could probably get used to it just by, practicing over and over again. But again, it takes a while for that to happen. And yes, some certain stances on this does have its different attack speed, but the difference is it's more fluid, but it's still quite fast. And yeah, I can argue that to be fair, Jin Sakai, it used to be a formal samurai, so I can get why he has a more attack speed and more power with his strikes and everything. Unlike um whatever her name is what in Ghost of Yotei. I forgot what her name was. Dang it. Hold on. Trying to remember. Uh nah, I can't remember. I know what her name is. I just can't for the life of me figure it out on top of my head. But anyways, in which her training was just either mostly self-taught or from other masters, in which she only has like maybe a few weeks to train with them or learn how to fight on her own with the weapons that she was taught. So yes, I could argue that that would be the reason why each stance feels slow, or like the different weapons, and why certain ones are slightly better than the other ones. For example, the sword is slightly good, but it's not best overall. The sickle, though, sickle is like one of the best weapons in that game. And the reason why I'm saying that is mainly because of that spinning chain attack. What I'm getting more stunned about in that game is like when you look at the ball and chain with the sickle, that should be the best overall weapon in the entire game, mainly because that thing spins around 360 over and over and over again, and it should hit every single enemy, right? No, it doesn't. You know why? It's because if it hits one person, it'll immediately stop. And that's a big issue. I'm not going for realism here, but for the game's sake, if it's going to spin around in 360, I'm expecting for all of those enemies to be hit. But the problem is, it's like either it's buggy and it doesn't hit all the enemies on the second hit, or two, um, they made it on purpose and basically made it where every time you hit all the enemies around you, it doesn't stagger much of any other enemies other than shield guys, which makes sense. But like I said, with that ball and chain going 360, I'm expecting it to hit into every single one person and not seeing them getting close to me. I want them to stay at a distance. If anything, if they're not going to be hit, I'd rather want to see them have create some distance and start throwing kunais at me or whatever. for me to stop doing those spin attacks instead of oh, these guys can still come to me even though I'm hitting them with a ball and chain with a sickle. You know, it gets on my nerves. I wouldn't be talking about this, but I am. Dang, it took a bit, didn't it? Bad time. There we go. I can't get up there. Oh, I missed that sleeping guy. Oh well. Actually, have I made a stealth armor? I don't think I have. This one? Increased melee damage after leaving. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is the original outfit that I tried to use with the weight of a flame. So let's put this to assassinations. Let's see. Detection. Put this. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Double the effect of minor charms. Okay. Killing enemy restores a minor amount of health. Reduces all damage by a major amount. Shake or force a shot. Oh, I see. Increased concentration time. When you kill an enemy with a headshot. No. The thing is, I don't think there's much to assassinations into this game. I mean, there is, but not a whole lot. Okay. Change this to something else. I've not changed it to one of these yet, so let's see. %15 chance, deal no damage, increase health, reduces all damage by a major amount. Okay, so yeah, let's go for either survive the lethal or majorly reduces dam. No, that's not gonna happen very often, anyways. Okay, let's do resistance then. I can't really think of anything else. Change this. Charm of Shadows. Let's go back up quick. Check out these one more time. Okay, maybe throw 2 additional kunais or gain twice as much ammo from pickups. No, ammo counts towards arrows, I think. Oh wait, assassinated enemies drop additional ammo or supplies. That would be best. Okay, got that done. So now I'll change this to the sneakier charm. There we go. Yeah, this is best. Reduces enemy detection speed by 15% and it increases resolve gain by a massive amount. Okay, this will be my stealth build. And how many? Alright. And replay. Let's go back. try this out now. Bro. There we go. Oh, right in the head. To be honest, I don't think I was ever really fond of being stealthy in this game. Like doing this. I think that's why I didn't make a stealth build as much. Other than the poison stealth archer. Ow. Thing is, can I chain assassinate? Can, I just don't remember. Let's see, where would that be? Yeah, I can. Okay, triangle to initiate. There we go. Yeah, you're not telling anyone.
Hindman! We are Kudben. Alson who nicken heads. Oi! Effective.
You don't see me. Not anymore. Still a person asleep here.
Dir bist Bassen.
Oh, right, it didn't prompt. Okay, let's find a different place, a more difficult of a challenge. And I think I know the best places for this kind of build. Oh, by the way, I do remember I did have a stealth build with the ghost armor. And that was with the or fearful assassination. That is what I was going for. Let's see if I can find. You see where it says 40% chance to terrify nearby? The main issue is just the fact that, yes, it reduces enemy detection speed by 50% and 40% chance to terrify nearby enemy, which is great, right? Problem is that terrify chance is basically next to nothing. And what I mean by that is that you'll notice it happen sometimes. Like, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens sometimes. And it feels like it's not just 40% chance, it feels like it's about 30% chance. In which a lot of the times that I've been, killing other enemies, stuff like that with assassinations, it's just like whenever I assassinate one person, there's usually about one or two others who sees it but doesn't get terrified. They get scared, but not like terrified enough to where they just run. So that was the biggest issue that I had. In which case, there is no charms to help with it. There are charms that are saying, oh, uh, it'll double the effects, or maybe have more of a percentage chance to happen. But for me, it never really worked. So I went for the the fire build for this armor, so that the enemies actually get scared from tons of blazing fire. In which case, works like a charm. Way better than assassinating. Anyways, let's try out the stealth archer build I was talking about. And I think this is the place. Because this is the hardest place and there's so many enemies. This is the most amount of enemies you'll find and see on top of a mountain. Let's go all the way up. Come on, there we go. Keep going up. Oh, they found the body. Alright, we're gonna go for this group of people on the right here. Okay, yeah. Maybe stealthing this isn't the best idea, to be honest. Because it is pretty difficult. There's still a percentage chance of them being terrified when you assassinate, but it isn't a lot of chances. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can make this better, but from the way I see it, I don't think I can. Actually, what I need to change more is the effect with a percentage chance, because there is no percentage chances on this. So, let's see. That's what I'm thinking of doing, but nah. Maybe 35% increase to resolve gain. That would be good too. Receive healing. No, that wouldn't be useful. Okay. So my only two choices is this: abilities that use resolve have a 15% chance to refund one resolve, or 25% resolve gains, which I'm probably going to go with that one instead. Probably more useful. Okay, are there any better armors to make it where I can assassinate more, or is it only max of 2 on this? Because I feel like it was 3. No, there is. Okay. It's just not wanting to work, I guess. Not entirely sure about that. Let's see. That one, nope. Nope. Ghost weapons, 40% more damage. I'm pretty sure I tried to make a build with this, but it was not very good. Nope. Hmm. Alright, what is the build for this one? Increase status effects. This is all damage. Okay, I think this one was supposed to be a boss fight battle armor that I made, but it didn't work very well. More than likely. Alright, let's go back to our specialty armor right here. Oh, what? There we go. Well, I didn't think it's gonna show up immediately. Oh well. This'll work, I guess. Gosh. Okay, maybe not use that much. There we go. Okay, instead of using the regular stealth armor, I'm gonna use the poison archer armor for this. And you'll see the difference of why this one is better. Maybe because it's just faster, but you know. A lot of times that these enemies does see me, they don't normally go after me. Also, I need to destroy those watchers before they destroy me. I know for a fact they haven't spotted me. It's just automatic targeting. I do not know why it's like that. If one person actually does spot you, it automatically activates and just keeps shooting at the same place that you've been. See these enemies down here. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that didn't hit again. Like I said, this works 80 to 90% of the time. Went all the way down there. Yeah, I even got the leader over there. Can you at least poison 2 enemies? There's a guaranteed chance to make the other enemies terrified. I was like, yeah, the dogs are over here. Do they have any more ammo on their bodies? Nah. Oh, what? Bruh. There we go. There we go. Oh. What? Boy! This should not go through you. Thank you very much. I think that's all the enemies in the area. Yeah. I wonder... No, I don't think I can do it in this. Maybe. We'll see. I was thinking of, oh, maybe I can, you know, use the bow and arrow, but I don't think I can. I'll see. No, that's not even a choice. Goodness. One of the major perks in this entirety of this game is something that you probably wouldn't expect. In fact, it would probably be the last thing that you would suspect that I would use as an archer of all things. But that would be increased health and melee damage. I mean, health, I could guess that would be the reason why, but the melee wouldn't make sense for an archer build, right? Thing is, I get caught a little bit too much sometimes. Or maybe there's times that I've been in certain boss battles to where I'm too lazy to even switch armors. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not gonna change my armor, so I'm just gonna be using this. This charm changes everything. The only problem is that I feel like it mostly works only if you do the new game plus to upgrade it more. I think, well, I think I'm not entirely sure if it's already upgraded because you upgrade all the way to massive, or it's upgraded because of New Game Plus. I don't remember. I do remember all the armors does get upgraded as well as the weapons at least once, so that it does more damage, health, or whatever by colossal, massive amounts to major. But yeah, like I said, a lot of the times that I've been using this helped me so much in so many situations. When all else fails, whenever my stealth is blown, I can use my katana, 2 hits on most of any of all enemies, and it's just ridiculous at that point. And this armor is not even meant for melee, but yet still doesn't. Still works. I'm not sure what increase knocking does, but I'm guessing it means like stunning them for momentarily. That's the only thing I can guess. And then headshots restore 50% of the concentration meter, increases total concentration time by 3 seconds, which I don't really care about concentration time much. I like to use real time because it's a bit more satisfying seeing it that way for me to see how the poison works. I'll use concentration times if it's an emergency matter of like there's multiple enemies around me and I'm having to, use every bit of my arrows onto him. But like I said, I did make a video um to the Poison Stealth Archer build, as well as the Undying armor and or the God of War armor as well. Alright, anyways, go back to, in fact, let's go fight some more bosses. That's what I'm wanting to do right now. That's what I would like to do. Alright, let's go back up here. Let's see. No, that one is for the that was basically like practice. It's not exactly a duel. I remember that one. That one, maybe. Let's see. Kutenkan is like one of the worst. Mainly how aggressive he is. But then again, I don't really have many chances to use this. Or I haven't really fought him with this armor. So, might as well try and see.
All this death. Because you and your uncle would not surrender. I offered you peace, and you chose war. Now, the people of your mainland will suffer. You will never leave this island. Avenge the people of Stushima. Vengeance? The petty wish of a child. You will never leave Stushima.
Whoa, okay. Ah! There we go. Ah. Trying to dodge it.
You're weak. I defeated you before.
Sure about that. That was a pretty easy boss fight. Normally I wouldn't be saying that because when I was fighting him for the first time, I was struggling. And that was mainly because I didn't have the right armor set or a good set to fight him with. And I would have to cheese it by, using constant heavy attacks and relying on parrying, if anything. Alright, let's do the eagle. This is the most painful boss you would ever meet in this entirety of this game.
You cannot defeat defeat me. You will die here like a coward. Now.
You can see, like, I can bring her health so much just then. But she's such a pain because whenever she uses the dagger, she's just way too quick. And has way too much stagger.
How can you fight an enemy who turns your own mind against you?
You can see how quick that is. It's just ridiculous.
How can you fight an enemy who turns your own mind against you? Now.
I should have dodged.
How can you cannot defeat me? You will die here like a coward.
Dang. Okay.
Now.
Oh. Flip. Yeah, you can see how a pain in the butt this boss fight was.
How can
Even with this overpowered armor that I have, this cannot compare to any other boss battle.
You cannot defeat me.
In this game, at least. And trust me, this took me a lot of trial and error to try and defeat this person. Whenever I first did this.
You cannot defeat me. Now I'm dead.
Ah. Oh, that was a bit too close for my liking.
You cannot defeat me. Now. Now. I'm really dead.
Dang it. There we go. If I tried it with any other armor, I would be struggling with my life. And again, I'm not using any charms to help me with perfect parries. Maybe I am. This is maybe I am. Okay. Maybe I am. Never mind. I thought I didn't. Okay. Maybe with it. I thought I turned it off, but never mind. Okay, let's try that again. Whoa.
How can you fight
There we
an
go.
enemy who turns your talken.
Okay, never mind. I can feel the difference now with the parries. The dodges feels the same though. The parries feels different. Way quicker. There we go.
You cannot defeat me.
Ah.
Now I bring death.
Oh, you son of a gun. Nope. I am having some difficulty now. There we go. Now I can say that was without perfect parries and dodges. Or like the charm. To be fair, this, like even without this, it's still pretty easy. But if you were, for example, like me, I like to fight multiple enemies with this armor. In which case, this helps out a lot. Because when you're trying to perfect dodge or perfect parry, it is instant. It is very instant. And you'll see what I mean when I go to do this mission back. Even though this is on the easiest difficulty, or like the easiest land, not gift difficulty because I do have it on lethal. And what I mean by that is that these guys doesn't have all that much armor. If I look at the map right now, this is Act 1. Act 2 and 3 are above this, and they're harder. But even on this, if you get grouped up by a bunch of enemies, yeah, that's gonna be a bit difficult. But here, I'm just ready to showcase on what I mean. Get that archer out of here. Go. Get more of the enemy's attention. Alright, since I've brung them all the way around, let's get this guy out of the way. Alright. Come on. Like, I could still perfect parry and stuff, but if anything, mainly on luck that I'm timing it. Goodness gracious, these dogs. There we go. But with this, it is definitely slightly, I want to say slightly easier. It's not like, oh, it's going to be very easy to perfect dodge and parry, because it's not. Not on lethal mode, at least. Which of course it isn't, because it's, the most difficult level, right? But even just a sliver of a chance to perfect parry and dodge is basically everything on lethal mode. That's why I have this charm on. And you'll see the difference on the gameplay. See the difference of how it looks whenever I do perfect dodges and parries. There we go. Got that guy's attention. Get everyone else's. Get this guy. Goodbye. Go all the way around. Hello there. Get these people's attention. Archer. Get the spearman. Get these people attention. Alright, here we go. Okay, there we go. Goodness, it's because of the archers are delaying their attacks. Ah, those archers didn't interfere, man. Bruh. Okay, yeah, the archers need to go immediately. They're gonna start messing up the enemies. Alright, let's get the enemies once again. Alright, now we have all the rest of the enemies, the melee ones. There we go. Even with that sliver of a health, that actually helped me a lot.
Samurai.
Oh, what? It didn't let me check my stance. That was interesting. There we go. It doesn't give a, like I said, this seems easy, but it's not. I just got the like the timing down. As long as you keep practicing, as long as you just keep on getting the enemies to spar with, you'll get there. Trust me. In fact, whenever I was first playing this, trying to perfect parry and dodge, I didn't even try. Most of the time I was holding block, maybe doing a few dodges here and there, but other than that, nope. Yeah, I couldn't. uh like if you leave like certain enemies like swordsmen alive, you can perfect practice your perfect parry with them and practice your dodging time with them as well. But you're also gonna have to do it with spearmen, mainly because spearmen's attack is a little weird. Because when you're comparing it differently with a swordsman and a spearman in this game, it seems like spearmen's attacks are just a bit quicker, mainly because they got the range. But it's odd trying to figure out the timing with them. Even for me, I'm still struggling with the timings for a spearman trying to perfect parry. Perfect dodge though is slightly easier than perfect parry. It's what it feels like, at least. I'm not sure if that's how the game is, or it's just if I'm just used to it. And then let's see. Here's another enemy here. No, that's a Kutan. Never mind. I do not feel like battling him. I've already done it here earlier. I'm not gonna do it again.
If you had gotten here sooner!
I'm here now.
You'll never kill it.
And then let's try out the other armor that I like for the boss battles. The Gozaku's armor.
If you had gotten here sooner!
I'm here now.
There's a charm that I have where it makes status effects longer, and with status effects, stagger damage counts as a status effect, which is actually pretty cool. In which I have absolutely abused with this armor. So let's see. That's what increase with resolve. There's stagger damage right there. And then status effects last 50% longer and deal 50% more damage. Reduce all damage by a major amount. But with the double the effect minor charm, that also doubles the status effect it goes way longer now. They will be stunned for so long, and you can see in the last fight, whenever I was using Sakai armor, the one that I said it was like the God of War, um, that one deals so much damage, but it doesn't stagger as fast, nor does it last that long. Unlike this armor. And look at that, massive increase to stagger damage. And people will say that Saragami armor probably one of the best armors for boss fights, right? I want to say they're wrong. And I have a couple of reasons why. For one thing, yes, it makes it way easier for perfect parry, perfect dodge, and stuff like that, right? For me, it feels, I feel like it would be way too easy to use this. Increase health and melee damage. Let's see. Okay, I got all the stuff that helps with what it does, right? I'll show you what I mean. If I go to replay this. Watch. Again, it feels way too easy doing that.
I'm here now.
In which case, yes, I would have already beaten this guy if I didn't keep on using perfect parries and dodges. But like I said, I think I want to say that armor is the worst. Mainly because it makes the boss fights way too easy. Way too easy. If you have the perfect dodges and parries down. Like, yes, I made other armors to make it where it's easier for boss battles, but that's mainly because I have a slight over advantage over like one thing, like stagger damage, for example, or health damage, like the Kratos build that I've made. But this just makes it easy overall.
How can you?
You cannot.
Yeah, saying.
You cannot defeat me.
You will. Now.
What? She didn't change. What? She didn't change her stance. That's weird.
How can you fight? You. Now I bring death.
Maybe even with the eagle, it's actually still pretty difficult trying to get the timing. Mainly because of how fast she is. There we go.
You are blinded by your petty ally.
But there's also those chances of it not working. Or it, like, whenever, you perfect parry, I'll show you. Whenever you perfect parry, it says regular parries are disabled. Perfect parry is the only thing you can do, which is decently easy. but becomes a chain of 3 attacks. That chain of 3 attacks can sometimes be detrimental to your boss fight. In which case, I've already staggered her in 2 hits, but then on the 3rd hit, it was a bit too slow for me to attack any more than that. So I couldn't take or give her any more damage in.
How can you fight an enemy who turns your own mind against you?
I feel like with
You
this
cannot
boss battle
defeat
in
me.
particular, this armor would be a bit difficult trying to control.
You.
Now I bring death.
Oh, that's armor to do. But yes, if you were used to this armor, if you were used to doing perfect parries and dodges, that armor is way too easy to use. If you have the right charms and stuff with it. But yeah, if you want, you can copy all of the stuff that I have here. This is my Kratos armor. Get all the charms here. Take a picture. Then I got Gazaku's armor. It's all the charms and stuff. You can try it out. Next, Tadayori's stealth poison archer build that I actually made most of these armors myself. I didn't look these up. And they're most of them are based on around this right here. And trust me, it is very important that you have it set up like this. And there's also the ghost armor. If you want to copy this. This burning enemies to terrify enemies. And this is my Surigami armor. If you want to copy the charms and stuff, you can. I do not mind whatsoever. And that's pretty much the only armors that I actually use and that are working in my particular case. There's also this armor, right? Yeah, I forgot about this one actually. The healing undying armor. This one you just keep on healing as the enemies damage you and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm probably gonna get off here. Hope you have a great day or night, whatever time it is, and see you next time. If you want to see me playing any other games, let me know in the comments. Or if you want to give me some tricks about this game, let me know as well. Anyways, see you guys. Hold on.